It could have easily come with 2. This would not kill Hasbro to make more than one of them. Sure. I don't even know if you can hear me. I have no idea if this camera even has a microphone. You know, Hasbro, I have a bone to pick with you. I call my reviews, "Could this suck?" as a joke, because so far nothing has truly sucked. Everything has had its silver lining. That was until I picked up the Nerf Battlescout ICS-10 for a grand total of $17 off Amazon. In fact, as of this video, if you look down in the description right now, you can pick it up for $20. That's pretty good, right? $80 blaster for $20? Hold your horses there, because this right here is everything that's wrong with Nerf in a nutshell. An $80 overpriced blaster that could have been something good. But instead you get a mediocre camera and an even worse blaster. Granted, it looks really freaking cool, but the horribleness is given away right in the title. The ICS-10, or Inline Clip System 10. Inline Clip System being what kind of proprietary stupid clip it uses, and 10 being the maximum capacity. This is the only blaster that uses the inline clip system. You cannot buy the magazines or clips separately right now, and I have no reason why this should even exist. This could have easily been a Rampage. It could have easily been an Elite Alpha Trooper. It could have been the integrated clip system, i.e. a 10-dart modulus Quick 16. But no, you had to make pure garbage. That's everything wrong with that company right now. Have you looked at the spring 2017 blasters right now? I don't want to buy any of them. Some of them may look cool, but that's it. They look cool. They're still horribly expensive, and all of them are garbage. So where does this thing rank up? Now, again, this came out a couple of months ago, and I never picked it up. It was $80. I couldn't afford that. I wasn't gonna make the money back with the review, and I was never gonna use this for anything. But for $20, I could put a video up and have a laugh about it, and hopefully maybe I could use the camera as something that, you know, another point of view when I'm shooting footage, so I could put an SD card in there and have my GoPro and have 2 different points of view. I could zoom in with the camera when I'm actually tagging people, and everybody would have fun. No, that's not what happens, because because this thing, it says on the box it's 720p 30 FPS, but I think a phone from about 6 years ago, not even a high-end phone, a medium-end phone from 6 years ago, has a better camera than this. I think the first cell phone I ever owned, which was a flip phone, had a better camera than this thing. Granted, it runs off 4 AA batteries, which is cool. There's no like LiPo I have to charge or I have to worry about it being dead. If it's dead at a war, I can just go stop by a gas station and pick up 4 more batteries. But when you take that out of the equation, because this is a small chunk of the package, although let's say this was a $40 camera. Well, Nerf already made a $40 action cam that was smaller and better than this thing ever was. Then you're stuck with this. And I won't lie, it's comfortable, it looks really cool, and then you notice this gaping hole at the front of it. When I first saw this blaster, I thought there was gonna be hope. I thought this thing might have an internal magazine, because it was, we saw Battlescout ICS-10 and we saw a picture of this thing like this, and I was instantly just, I was hoping so badly. I never want to think, oh, this is gonna be terrible. It's an $80 blaster, why would I ever buy that? Turned out all of my fears were completely justified, because while it is pump action, which is cool, I mean, it's a pump action, people like pump action. Pump action isn't the best thing ever, I'll have a video up on that soon, but I mean, it's cool, it looks good, it's comfortable, pump action, doesn't even have slam fire. And on top of that, this is what you're storing your darts in. Only blaster that uses this absolutely ridiculous clip. How did this thing get anywhere? I don't get it. It doesn't even hold the magazine in very good. Clip. It barely works. And of course, since this is a thing, a lot of you, and I'm sure many of you have asked the question on other reviews. The only ever review I ever saw of this was Ponetato's review when it came out. And even then, I barely remember anything from that review other than the camera being so horribly mediocre. And yet, I'm still disappointed. $17, and I'm still angry. There is no way to convert this without a complete overhaul, which isn't worth it, to make this thing take a Nerf magazine. And that's not just like, oh, mounting a Raider magwell on the side of it. There's no bolt. There's no way for it to seal around the dart. It doesn't have a bolt sled or anything. The internals are basically a strong arm. What the heck are you doing? Hasbro, wake up. And I know this thing didn't sell that well because I got it for $17. Is there anything good I can say about it? Chronograph readings, absolutely average. You want to see how the camera performs, huh? Let's show them how the camera performs. You know, somewhere, a little kid got this for their birthday. And I bet they thought with the camera that they would shoot a whole Nerf channel. They probably did. They probably have a couple dozen videos on their channel. And maybe some people watch it, but could you imagine my entire channel being filmed off this camera? Perhaps it's a little harsh, but kind of still stands the point. I mean, if you don't have a camera, sure. I don't even know if you can hear me. I have no idea if this camera even has a microphone. There's no feedback. There's just two LEDs to let me know this thing's recording, and that's it. Great, and I won't know until I put the SD card back in the computer to check the footage, but for argument's sake, let's try to fire a couple of darts off this thing. First half will be completely blank. Next half will actually have darts in it. We'll see what this thing looks like when it's firing. No. I filmed my entire channel, the start of it, on an iPhone 5S, and I've seen little kids with iPhones newer than my iPhone 6, so really, who is this made for? Not good. The controls are pretty decent. There's no screen or anything to review your actual footage on. There's no way for you to actually tell how well this thing is working. At least it's got an LED to tell you when it's on. Controls kind of turned on with this knob. And for completionist's sakes, at least I have the attachment. I now have every attachment in the modulus line, including the stupid camera. So for 17 bucks, I guess that's it. And this shell, I'll say it, I really like this shell. You've got your barrel attachment up here, you've got your stock attachment, you've got a nice rail, nice sling holes right here. You could easily put a 2-point sling on that. It wouldn't get in your way. This pump grip is very comfortable. I thought my hand would slide right off, but it's very comfortable. The prime is very short because, again, it's basically a strong arm. I don't know what the heck all this empty space is being used for. But, and even the quality of the plastic, it's great. The actual design of the blaster is amazing. What the heck happened? The only thing, like, yeah, it's screwed up. The paint right here is screwed up. Big deal. Doesn't matter. This thing is cool looking, but what happened? It could have been easily, like, even the cam ECS-12, it was a strife. It was an $80 strife with a screen and a camera. And I defended it. I said it wasn't for us. It wasn't for people like me or Bobo or anybody who actually modifies blasters. It wasn't for us. It's meant for the little kid to record his videos and have fun and upload to YouTube and start his own Nerf YouTube channel. And granted, this is a better option than the Cam ECS-12. This is somewhat usable. But if you just had a mediocre cell phone and you used the like Rebel or the Nerf or any of these like rail holders with your phone on it, you would do yourself a lot better than this. But at the same time, It could have been something good. Even the cam was a strife. It used magazines, and you could do all the sorts of mods that you could do to a strife to the cam. You can't do anything to this. It's completely average, and then it's completely murdered by that integrated clip. And the worst part, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to say this again, it didn't even come with an extra one. It's the only blaster that uses that stupid clip. It could have easily come with 2. This would not kill Hasbro to make more than one of them, but they didn't. For whatever stupid reason, when I can go buy a Dart Zone, Enforcer, Adventure Zone, whatever, and it's a $10 blaster that comes with 2, and they're smaller than this, and those hit higher FPS rates out of the box, and it is also pump action, just like this, $10, $80. And they're so freaking stingy, they couldn't give you another one. Even with the Chaos, I was saying it was gonna be garbage because it didn't come with an extra magazine. And you could rationalize the magazine is huge, 40 balls. They'd probably never sell it separately because only one blaster uses it, and to my knowledge, they haven't. I've seen one comment saying it was on Amazon and I still couldn't find it. And I've never seen it on my Hasbro's website or anything like that, but just using basic rational thinking, they're never gonna have another Chaos magazine separate because not only do the basic rival magazines cost $12, $13, usually about $9 at Walmart, for the 12-ball magazine and 20 balls or 18 balls or something like that, how much do you think it would cost to have a Chaos magazine? And keep in mind there's what? 3 blasters that use the normal rival magazine, and there's 1 that uses the Chaos magazine. And how much would you think that would cost? A massive piece of plastic, and then on top of that, the 40 high-impact rounds to go with it? It's never gonna happen. And yet they couldn't even give you 1 more of these in the box. Why even have a removable magazine if the only way I can get one of the removable magazines is when I buy the blaster? There are people who are gonna say, I'm being too harsh. I'm not. Even the camera is not terrible. It's way better than the cam was. It's actually functional, but at the same time, it's pointless. You could go buy like a DVR from like AliExpress or any one of those Chinese warehouse store things on the internet for the same price as you would buy this entire thing and get way better recording footage off of it. Yeah, this one says Nerf, and yeah, the ones you'd buy off the internet would be way smaller and more compact, but you'd have to try to mount it to your blaster, it wouldn't look as good. I get that, but this is ridiculous. I can go buy a digital camera and mount it to a blaster for $20 with a screen and everything. This, it's not terrible, but it's a step in the wrong direction. They could have easily packaged their actual action cam that Nerf, well, at least they put their logo on. They could have easily sold that. That thing's a hunk of crap, but at least had a screen. At least it was like damage, water resistant, all that kind of stuff. This isn't, no. I mean, there's a lot of plastic in the front of it, but you get that scratched lens once and you're pretty much done for, and I doubt this thing has any kind of water resistance. The instructions did not say anything about it. Overall, there's a reason why I never did this review. I haven't even fired the blaster on camera, but, well, besides the whole actual, you know, FPS readings from the chronograph, but. Ta-da! The Nerf Battlescout ICS-10. If you want one, you can have one, and you might as well get it now, because soon it's going to be gone, and you're probably never going to find it again. If you want to complete that collection, go for it. But this is not a good blaster. And if you think this is bad, the Nerf lineup for spring 2017 is even worse. Let me know what you think about this review down in the comment boxes below, and I know a lot of people are going to dislike this video because it's Nerf, how can it be bad? But I'm being completely objective here. But there is a dislike button there for those of you who do not agree with me. I would love to hear your reasoning, because I don't understand it. I explained the only good parts that you could possibly ever find with this, but I'm done. It's not Nerf or nothing anymore. Dart Zone killed it this year. They put out better blasters than Hasbro for way less money, and they're way better. I'm Walcom S7. Thank you very much for watching this video, and of course I hope to see you in an entirely different one. And now, the only thing I can think of doing with this is locking this in place, gutting this entire thing, and making it a flywheel blaster. We'll see whenever that happens. Walcom out.